All right, up next, we have Taylor Swift, Would've, Could've, Should've. This is a song that was written, her looking back on her relationship with John Mayer, who she dated when she was 19 and he was 32. She was 32 at the time of writing this. That's an interesting concept.
If you would've blinked, then I would've.
Ooh, I like that melody.
Away at the first glance. If you tasted poison, you could've spit me out at the first chance. If I was some paint, did it splatter on a promising grown man? And if I was a child, did it matter if you got to wash your hands? All I used to do was pray. Would've, could've, should've. If you'd never looked my way, I would've stayed on my knees. And I damn sure never would've danced with the devil at 19. And the God's honest truth is that the pain was heaven. And now that I'm grown, I'm scared of ghosts. Memories feel like weapons. And now that I know, I wish you'd left me wondering.
I wish you would have left me wondering. Oh, okay. Hold on. We're gonna bring it back. Okay. Interesting. So we have some electric guitars in this. I wonder if that's a jab at John Mayer, who is known for his guitar skills. Just a thought. Maybe I'm reaching with that, but it's a very like laid back instrumental. We have a nice little drum section. There's like one, I think sounds like a digital kick, but the rest is acoustic. I'm not too sure. Regardless, the vibe of the instrumental is giving off like a very like indie alternative kind of vibe that I'm really digging. I'm really digging it. Also, I love the way she's dipping to like falsetto in certain parts. But then she has like her talk. See, like Taylor Swift, what I'm noticing, sorry, I need to calm down. What I'm noticing about Taylor Swift is she's really good at, okay, have you ever heard of the term talk singing, where it's like you're singing, but you're talking, right? And it's like a lot of storytellers have this trait. It's a really hard thing to pull off. And she does it really well. She's able to like transition to a more talking kind of singing tone into like a more singing tone, which is like often she does it by like talk singing in like a chest resonance, but then like she'll swoop up into like a airy falsetto. And like that's really hard to pull off. It's a very poetic way of singing, and it's a very difficult way of singing. It's really hard to pull that off. Now lyrically, if you would have blinked, then I would have. You looked away at the first. If you would have blinked, then I would have looked away at the first glance. If you tasted poison, you could have spit. Wait, would've, could've. Where's the should've? There is no should've in the verse. If you would have blinked, then I would have looked away at the first glance. If you tasted poison, you could have spit me out the first chance. And if I was some paint, did it splatter on a promising grown man? So this line on Genius, it says this line is a callback to Taylor Swift's 2010 track Dear John that states, you paint me a blue sky and go back and turn it to rain. So you paint me a blue sky, which is happy, right? Happy blue skies. But then you turn those blue skies into rain. So you give off this happiness, you paint it on, but then you go and make it rain. In this case, Swift talks about how she was seen as tainting the reputation from this. So she was looked at as kind of like tainting his reputation. However, she calls him a promising grown man, emphasizing once again their age difference, as she still was too young for that relationship. And then promising is saying like, promising you have more to do, right? Like you're going to continue on. I mean, John Mayer is a very successful, like we can agree, right? He's a very successful artist. Like he's a lot of people's well known, and he has some songs that did really well. If I would have Did it matter if you got to wash your hands? To not be held accountable. Wow. Wow. Okay. Pre-chorus. All I used to do was pray. Would've, could've, should've if you never looked my way. And I damn sure never would have danced with the devil at 19. And the God's honest truth is that the pain was heaven. Oh, that little scheme right there with the... Oh, I ain't gonna lie to you. Because the pre-chorus says, I used to pray for us. Then she says the line that's like, never dance with the devil. And the God's honest truth, the pain was heaven. Taylor Swift scheming? Round of applause? Taylor Swift's dropping some schemes? What? Dropping schemes. And now that I'm grown, I'm scared of ghosts. Left me wondering. Okay, okay. Let's get back into it. Listen to some more. But scheming though.
I'm scared of ghosts. Memories feel like weapons. And now that I know, I wish you left me wondering. If you never touched me, I would've gone along with the righteous. If I never blushed, then they could've never whispered about this. And if you never saved me from boredom, I could have gone on as I was. But Lord, you made me feel important. And then you tried to erase.
Oh, okay. If you never touched me, I would have gone along with the righteous. If I never blushed, they could have never whispered about this. Oh, okay. So is Taylor, this might be a dumb question. And remember, I'm just getting into Taylor Swift, right? So like my brain, I'm still learning. I'm a baby Swiftie, right? I'm a baby Swiftie. And I'm in the process of growing, right? So don't judge me. But if you want to make fun of me, go for it. Is Taylor Swift religious? So is she like religious? Because would've, could've, should've. If you never saved me from boredom. Yes. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Again with the schemes here, bro. If you never touched me, I would have gone with the righteous, right? And then she says like Lord, like it's a lot of religious words and wording wrapped around the lyrical content here. If you never touched me, I would have gone with the righteous, right? She was 19. She was really young. So if nothing ever happened, right? Righteous. If I never blushed, they could have never whispered about us, right? If she never showed a sign, right? Like they were together. If you never saved me from boredom, I could have gone on as I was, the 19-year-old who's very religious, all that stuff. She probably, I'm assuming she still is religious. I'm not sure. But Lord, you made me feel so important. And then you tried to erase us, to get rid of it. Yeah, it just seems like it was a rocky relationship. It was fun for them, right? I'm just speaking on the outside here. It was fun for them, but, it was rocky for sure with like public eye and just like inner turmoil and all that stuff. Damn. Oh, John Mayer lived in a former church too. So that's, it's scheme. She's scheming. She's scheming, bro.
On as I was, but Lord, you made me feel important. And then you tried to erase us. You're a crisis of my faith. Would've, could've, should've. If I'd only played it safe, I would've stayed on my knees. And I damn sure never would've danced with the devil at 19. And the God's honest truth is that the pain was heaven. And now that I'm grown, I'm scared of ghosts. Memories feel like weapons. And now that I know, I wish you left me wondering.
I love that. Sorry to pause at the bridge. We know she's a queen of bridges. I'm sorry. I love that melody of, and now that I know, no, 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 no. But then like she does a line in between there. And then she goes, but now that I know. She does it in a full voice. So she does it like that falsetto, but then she brings it to a full voice. I love changing the melody stays the same essentially, but she's changing the way she's like singing it. And that's like an ear candy. You know what I mean?
Now that I know, I wish you left me wondering. God rest my soul, I miss who I used to be. The tomb won't close, stained glass windows in my mind. I regret you all the time.
Oh.
I God rest my soul. I miss who I used to be. The tomb won't close. Stained glass windows in the night. I regret you all the time. I can't let this go. I fight with you in my sleep. The moon won't.
It's so sad, but it sounds so good. It's so sad, but it sounds so good. I regret you all the time. I mean, a lot of these are face value lyrics. I regret you all the time. I mean, it's essentially just saying, I regret you. Give me back my girlhood. You were my first time. Like, dude. And it's a reflection because she's 32 now. And the fact that it's still living in her brain. She said, if clarity is in death, then why won't this die? I have dreams fighting with you. Like, dude.
I regret you all the time. I can't let this go. I fight with you in my sleep. The wound won't close. I keep on waiting for a sign. I regret you all the time. Oh, gotta rest my soul. I miss who I used to be. The tomb won't close. Stained glass windows in the night. I regret you all the time. I can't let this go. I fight with you in my sleep. The wound won't close. I keep on waiting for a sign. I regret you all the time.
Damn, bro. Okay, round of applause. That was Taylor Swift. Would have, could have. I keep on saying would have, should have, could have. But it's would have, could have, should have. Is that how the saying goes? Is it would have, could have, should have, or is it would have, should have, could have? I digress. Regardless, dude. Yeah, this song. The last two songs we just listened to were very lyrically heavy and very raw and emotional. And you guys have seen in the folklore reaction that I love artists who can be vulnerable and speak from the heart, right? Like, they're not afraid to say how they're feeling because music is like another part of their body. So it's honestly just like they're just talking. Like, regardless, like, yeah, the lines that really stuck out to me, first and foremost, the meaning of the song is relatable to tons of people. It doesn't have to just be people who dated John Mayer. It could be anybody, right, who regrets a relationship, regardless of, anything, right? That's another thing about Taylor Swift is she's able to take her own experiences, but then write them in ways that other people can relate to, which is another thing that is extremely difficult to do. On top of all of this other stuff I mentioned before. But lines that really stuck out, aside from the whole damn song, right, is just like the thoughts of like, I just see a scared teenager, like, who's like, you gotta think about it. When she was 19, like, I mean, to this day, right, she's still a very high in regard celebrity. A lot of people know her. But when you're 19 and you're going through that change of like getting all these like attention and fame and stuff, part of it's got to be scary. And then like you become close to a person who's done it for years, right? So in a way, John Mayer was like her anchor, right? Like, it's like whenever she was scared or nervous about something with the fame or whatever, she could look to him because he's done it. So that's like she has this vision of him as like, oh, somebody that I can relate to, or not relate to and talk to and help me with whatever's going on with this stuff that is still so new to me. But then and then there's the other end where it's like essentially what she's addressing here in this song. Crazy dynamic. Crazy. I don't even know like what else to like. Crazy dynamic, crazy song. And it's what makes it like worse is like I'm sitting here bobbing my head like this to these sad ass lyrics. I'm bopping to a sad lyrics. Reminds me of 21 Pilots. That's stuff they would do. Give you like hype, happy sounding instrumentals, but like deep lyrics. One more round of applause. That deserves two. Thank you for that request.